So as we continue our work together, we're going to change gears just a little bit. In the description for today's session, it was mentioned that we would cover a tool called TeachOntario. Now, so far, we've focused on digital tools that will help us in our classrooms, and it'll help us to engage our students, and it'll help us with collaboration with our students. Now, what we're going to move on to now with TeachOntario is a tool that helps educators to engage and collaborate with fellow educators. So I'm going to take you to that site and I'm going to show you what TeachOntario is all about. So as you can see in the address bar now, I am at teachontario.ca, and this is what the homepage looks like. TeachOntario is a forum for Ontario educators to collaborate with each other, but it's also a place where you can explore curated resources that have been placed here by TV Ontario, mostly connected with the Ministry of Education. You can share, of course, and I'll show you what that's all about, and you can create, and I'll show you what that's all about as well. Now, if you look in the Explore section, I can do this without signing in. You'll see that anyone can access this area of the website. In the Explore section, there's some PD opportunities. Some of these, if you click on them, it will ask you to log in. And there's some excellent resources available. One of them is Mentoring for All, for example. If you're a blogger, or if you'd like to read teacher blogs, you can actually read the blogs that are placed into the Explore section. So anyone can read the blogs that are placed in the Explore section. And once you're a member of Teach Ontario, you are able to contribute to this section or place your blogs in an area that is only accessible by other members of Teach Ontario. Keep in mind that members of Teach Ontario must be employees in a publicly funded school board within the province. So in other words, if you decide to put your blogs, your work, whatever you're sharing into the site, not in this public space of Explore, but into a group, for example, which we'll get to, the only people that are going to be seeing your work is other educators. And of course, you can recognize the benefits in that. So now I'm just going to log into my personal account to show you everything that Teach Ontario has to offer an Ontario educator. So here you see I've logged into my account. I can go back to the home page if I would like. The content is different. The content that I can access is different when I'm actually logged in. So if I click on the share section, as you just saw, I clicked on the big share icon. I get to an area that's loaded with a bunch of different groups that have been created by Ontario educators. A lot of these groups are in conjunction with TLLP projects, Teacher Learning and Leadership projects, which is a special grant that you can apply for to the Ministry of Education. If you'd like to know more about that, perhaps you can ask me. We can chat about that at some point in the live session. But as you can see, there's all these different groups right here. Any of these I can click into. Some of them are private, so I wouldn't be allowed in, and some of them are public. I've made a space for us to all join because the goal here would be that we can all create an account on Teach Ontario and we can all join this group, and then we can continue to collaborate with each other and share with each other, and we can continue our learning remotely throughout the year and onward. So this would be a great place to continue sharing what you learn about digital tools, or even just to stay in touch beyond, of course, board email and other ways to stay in touch. So I've created a group for us, and I'm going to give you some time to join Teach Ontario, to explore the site a little bit, and to join this group. I've made it a private group, so you'll have to request to join the group, but I'll show you what that's all about as well. So just to give you a more clear understanding of what you can do on this site, I'm going to go to I've opened up my personal profile, and as you can see, I have a picture of myself, and I've added the details, my personal details in my profile. I'm going to go to My Places. And you're going to see these are all the groups that I'm either a part of or that I've actually created. And a group that I actually created as part of a TLLP 2 years ago is right here. And I'm going to click on it just to show you. This is kind of a dormant group at this point. There's not a lot of contribution being made anymore. But while the project was going on in the 2015-2016 school year, as you can see, this list of content was created. And it was created throughout the year and throughout our project work. What our group ended up being for us was almost like a big digital binder. And as we worked and as we blogged and as we recorded our progress and shared our learning, we posted it up here. And as group members found interesting videos, interesting content to share that met the needs of the project or could support the members of the project, you could come into this space and you could post it. And as you can see here in the create, with the create icon here, any individual could start a discussion, could write a blog, could upload a file or other document to the group space, or you could ask the group a question and create a poll. You could upload a video. Some really great ways to collaborate in a space that was dedicated to the people working on our project team. Now, of course, the group that we're going to be all joining, the group that I created just as an extension of this summer institute, is really not going to have necessarily a focus to it. But again, I just thought it was a great idea for us to have a group to all join and to continue sharing, or actually, it would be to start sharing, and again, to stay in touch through the year and maybe get some collaboration. And in this way, we can all learn from each other. So I'm actually logging out here, and hopefully you'll all have enough time to go and click register and complete the form and create the account. It's really quite straightforward. Once you've created the account, we'll continue and we will all join the group. And I'll actually have to show you in real time how we're all going to join that group.